Hello, I'm Mina the Mouse, and welcome back to Tavern Talk. We are at chapter 23. Last episode we met Quasar, the evil guy of this game, and he was my friend, maybe boyfriend. I don't know. It seemed like we were very close at some point, had our differences and drifted apart, and it sounds like I'm really I've done some shit in regards people have depended on me and died in some way, and yeah, it's a little difficult to figure out what I did, but it seems like I have betrayed or I have made some choices that have not been that advantageous. We'll see. We'll see what happens today. This is the day before the big happening.
Good morning, innkeeper.
Good morning. How's your research going? Well,
we did a lot of it.
That sounds good. Yes.
I can smell a breakthrough right around the corner.
Are you writing that down, Archie? What? No, of course not. No notes are being taken here. Not.
Archie, I told you already. I might be the bestest detective in Fesua, and this might be the meeting of a lifetime. But the investigation has to come first. How are you going to have time to write a book about my detective career if the world ends in a few days? I mean, it won't, obviously. Because our friends are super strong and awesome, and we are super smart and awesome. We should still focus on paying them up.
I'm sorry. Seems I can't help but gather materials. Even now, you are a very impressive detective, and I fear what will happen if I stop thinking about my books. Is this what I think it is, Detective Melina?
I'm afraid it is.
Excuse me?
It's a severe case of the nerves. Quick, innkeeper, we need a remedy. All your most revitalizing drink will do.
Does the patient agree with their prescription? Really, it's not that serious. Thank you. Perhaps a cure that'll boost my toughness is just what I need. On it, patient 0. And we're just making a defense potion. Across the lagoon, coming down. May this drink not be one of your tougher challenges. This is excellent. I could write a novella about this superb taste alone. I really appreciate the effort to cheer me up. I suppose I've been worried more than I realized. How can I repay?
Repair is made. You shouldn't just bear your worries silently.
I will accept an update on your research as compensation. Certainly, we are happy to oblige. I thought my knowledge of tales and myths could serve us well in identifying another weapon to slay evil. So I questioned as many scholars and turned as many pages as I could. That sounds exciting. It might have been, if I had managed to find even a hint of anything useful. Excalibur is nothing but a legend. The Lance of Lovingness might be real, but it proved impossible to trace its location. And don't even get me started on the history of the Soul of Belmu. My research ended a total failure.
Don't say that. We wouldn't know that there aren't any other weapons if you hadn't looked. It just means we have to move our research to focus on something else now. Like my investigation.
Oh, intriguing.
Like I mentioned the other day, I really wanted to look into who this weird bad guy really is. With a plan like his, he can't just be a random nobody.
His plan does have a certain je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. It's just so mustache twirling maliciousness. I bet he has a mustache.
Wouldn't be too far off.
In any case, he must have left some traces that we can follow. And we can figure out his real identity. And if we figure out his real identity, we'll know his mortal weakness. Like
an old wound?
Exactly.
I just guess he wasn't the kind of person to say lover or something.
Someone who wears that much armor must have something underneath. So we'll just have to wait until he takes it off. Once he takes a bath, we should. Actually, I don't think this is a good idea after all. Still, Ken always says the more you know about your opponent, the easier the victory. But this guy is like a ghost. No one has seen hide nor hair of him before all of this started. And here I thought armor like that would have made him super recognizable with the flower and all. I did look up what they mean. The ones Clay was able to identify. They are petunias and marigolds, which symbolize resentment, anger, grief, and mourning. So that told me absolutely nothing, besides that he's a bad guy with a big feelings about the world. Duh. Then I got an idea. What about the other well-known necromancers? Maybe we have a repeat offender on our hands. No one really seemed to fit, though. I was really, really close to ripping my fur out. But then I remembered all of that stuff about sigils. There actually was a necromancer that died when the portals opened. So I dug that file out of my pile, and yes! If the creation of the portals broke a sigil, then that can't just be a coincidence. Therefore, this necromancer from the back must have faked their death and rebranded themselves as a mustache-twirling, green-armored bad guy we're facing now.
Shouldn't you be doing the pointing thing now?
I'm just not feeling it, Innkeeper. I know it doesn't add up, okay? I'm sorry, Archie. This isn't the revelation of truth that it should be. When you write your book, the detective should definitely be pointing at something. Pointing!
Yes, I'd write that down.
Good. Fucking bitch! I can't believe you couldn't find anything!
Who taught you that word, Melly?
Wouldn't you like to know? Oh well.
What are you planning on doing now?
We need a new perspective. Maybe there's something we haven't considered yet.
Is that why we brought some research material with us? Wouldn't a library be a better place for this? Be better for this?
Well, maybe. But there wouldn't be enough space to set up a conspiracy board.
You brought the board here?
Yep. Thanks for letting us set up here. Okay, I'll be in there. Bye.
I hope it's okay for us to take up some of your space. It's fine, Archie. You can go ahead. Much appreciated, Innkeeper. Well, I guess it is the world ending. It's okay you're taking a bit of my space. Won't be needing it if the world goes under.
Well, don't you look chipper?
It's good to see you too, Una.
You can spare me the pleasantries.
Long day?
Nah, I was just never really into all this research mumbo-jumbo.
I was surprised when I heard you volunteered for the research group. I was.
Ha! Your info gathering game is getting weak, Innkeeper. I just chose the activity that has least hassle. Too much exercise isn't good for the retirement spirit. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? No, I am retired after all. I'm retired as an innkeeper. A former adventurer turned innkeeper. Before you get another word out of me, though, I'll use something to get my energy back. That whole branding research atmosphere really tired me out. Something to bring your strength back? Got it. I know exactly what that is. Here, for all that heavy-duty crocheting you're doing. I feel like I crochet gloves for an entire army with this. You got something more adventurous stashed away in the back room of yours? Just some more frantic researchers, I'm afraid. So, what else have you been up to? Just making sure Grace and Scully don't work themselves into an early grave for the most part. Any news on that front? Are you in the mood to be underwhelmed? Listening to what my patrons want to share, whether good or bad, is a key part of my job. Spoken like a good little innkeep. Thank you. As for the research, not many surprises there, to be honest. The dampers are breaking the seals that is pretty much irreversible, as expected. That teleportation spell Grace is looking into is also not getting any less dangerous. Even with all the modifications he's making, there's still a good chance of it backfiring. And by good chance, I mean like 70%. What? What kind of backfiring are we talking about? Like killing you? Like killing you instantly. Exactly. Oh, damn. Damn. How are Scully and Grace feeling about everything? They're taking it as right. Or they're just too stubborn to give up. I'm not sure. That sounds like them. What about you? Me? All this must be pretty disheartening. I mean, not really. These kind of doomsday scenarios just lose their impact after a while in this business. I've lived my life. I've made my choices. Now I'm just doing what I want either way. If the end of the day comes knocking and I'm not on my porch, and I'm on my porch crocheting and drinking, I have no regrets. But you're not on your porch. You're here, looking after the people trying to avert that doomsday scenario. You really do want to save it all. I can't believe I had to hear that from you. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I could have you another drink to wash it down. No thanks. Unfortunately, you got a point. I guess I got swept up in everything like this. It sure is weird. What is? Caring. Not like I need to elaborate. Preaching to the choir and all that. I don't know what you're talking about. Sure, whatever. Let me just ask you this. As you are, will you have no regrets when all of this is over? You couldn't just let me have the last word, huh? No way in her. I'll leave you to contemplate that, I guess. Amelia and Archie here? In the back. I'll go see if the young ones need some company. Oh, they returned! Greetings! I mean, good mythical afternoon, adventurers. They returned! Okay, good. That makes me happy. For some reason, I was very afraid that, I was going to lose some people soon because of the doomsday and sending them out on adventurers to retrieve a lot of stuff.
That is pretty difficult. And I see that Kyle. See, we have Baya here, which means Kyle probably got dropped off by his ex-wife. I sure do hope they. Well, I kind of had a thing where I wanted Kyle and Rhea to end up together, but it's nice that they could be just friends, and I hope that Kyle gets Evelyn back. Seems like he actually loves her a lot. Well, we'll see when they have to report back from their adventure in the next episode. I'll see you around. Bye bye.